Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Fire Engineering's Training Minutes. My name is Mike Dragonetti from Dragon Rescue Management, and today's segment we're going to be covering how to use fireman service during a non-fire related emergency. With that said, our object is to isolate one elevator for our use during that non-fire related emergency. This is a very busy building. We're here in Stamford, Connecticut at 400 Atlantic Street, and Monday through Friday there's about 2,500 people that come in and out of this building. So that's a very busy building, and we don't want to inconvenience anybody. So as you can see, there's 8 elevators in this bank. Once we put fire service into phase 1, we're going to inconvenience the people that are riding that elevator for a brief time. And once the elevators return down to this designated level, we're going to show you a technique where we can just isolate that one car and then put the rest of the elevators, all 7 additional elevators, we'll put them back in normal operation so nobody's inconvenienced. All right, now that we're here at the Fireman Service Phase 1 switch, what we're going to do now is we're going to call Joe in. Joe Dombrowski is going to come over with his Phase 1 key, and he's going to insert the key, and at this point we're going to turn it to the on position, and we're going to inconvenience the people that are riding the elevator at this point. All elevators in this bank, there's 8 elevators in this bank, and they're all going to return down to this designated level, and they will be inconvenienced for a brief moment. We'll explain why we're taking control of the elevators. So the first thing we're going to do is activate this Phase 1 switch. All right, so we're inside the elevator now at this point, and we're going to point out the Phase 2 switch for you. There's 3 settings on this switch. Off is in normal operation. On activates Phase 2, puts the car in total control for us. And hold is another feature that we use where if we have to hold the elevator at the floor we're operating on, it's not suggested to use that during a high-rise fire operation, but for a non-fire related emergency, we can use the hold feature by putting it in hold, and the elevator will remain at that floor with the doors open. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have Joe walk in. He's going to come into the elevator. He's going to insert the key to the on position, and we're going to complete Phase 2 by turning it to the on position. So as Joe enters the car, he's going to take his fireman service key and he's going to insert it into the Phase 2 switch that's on the car operating panel. Now there's 3 settings. It was in the off position, which was automatic mode. He now turned the key to the on position, and now the car is in Phase 2. He has complete control of the elevator. The 3rd setting is the hold setting. So on occasion, the key will not come out in the on position, and we need that key to put the rest of the elevators back in automatic mode. So he would now have to cycle it to the hold position, and the key easily comes out of the cylinder. So at this point, Joe has removed the key from the Phase 2 switch inside the car. And now he's going to step out here, and he's going to insert his key into the Phase 1 switch again. And he's going to take it from the on position, he's going to rotate it to bypass or reset. He's going to hold it for a legitimate 5 seconds, and I really want you to count out to 5 seconds. Turn it back to off. The rest of the elevators are going to go back into automatic, and the car that he put in Phase 2 is his to use for the duration of the incident. All right, so at this point, all other 7 elevators are now going to be in automatic mode. The doors are going to start to close. Joe has full function to this elevator. It's still in Phase 2, and he can go about his business and handle the emergency that we came here for. So just to recap what we just did, this segment was geared up to using fireman service for a non-fire related emergency and not inconveniencing the building, just to isolate one car, and everybody can use the elevator as if the elevators were in automatic mode. Thank you for watching another edition of Fire Engineering's Training Minutes. I'm Mike Dragonetti.